I'm Johnny Scoville, and this is Chase the Heat. Unique one, people. This is a very unusual Chase the Heat. Hi, Dale Cox. Hello, Lisa Trimble. We got Garrett in the house from PexPeppers. We have Robin Miners. Hi, Robin. Lisa Trimble. Glad you're here. All right, so hit the like. This is kind of unique. Anybody know why this is unique? I'll just tell you, I never, yeah. I don't ever really do live reviews. I do live streams a lot. Hi, Winchester Super X. Hi, Dill Rod. So, everybody, if you can, hit the like button. See if we can get a bunch of people watching this. Speed Dilemma. This is a live review. I'm going to give you a Tommy update in just a moment. PexPeppers. Garrett Pex owns PexPeppers. He's in the chat right now. Hi, Robert Pop Springs. Hello, DMV 83. This is Over the Moon, and this is a sauce that's I love hot sauce, but I'm half Italian, and the Italian in me is really excited about this because this looks like it's perfect for. It'll be perfect for Italian food. Look at that, Tad and Kit, and Kit's there today too. So excited! So he's going to be on his best behavior. Is what's going to happen. Mike, good to see you. Thank you for being here, bro. I will be doing a live stream today at 5:05. Meet the mods. Today we're interviewing Silver Surfer, Tracy Freeman. I'm kind of excited about that. Mr. Mad, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, Mad. Good to see you. Got me 2 7-pot pink and 1 7-pot slimer growing UK inside. Nice. Do you have a hot sauce? I do. Do you mean do I have a hot sauce? I have a hot sauce company, but we're in the process right this minute of revamping everything. We won awards for a few of them, but we're revamping it. We're going to have a new lineup. So that's where I'm outside. Check out the coupon code above. Pretty cool. Ballymation, good to see you. Kim, hello there. I'm looking particularly nice there today, Mr. Scoville. See that? Kit is a darling. You know that Tat, see? When Kit's there, isn't the vibe just totally different coming from the camp? Thank you, Kit. You're a doll. I love you. Thank you for saying that. Here's the deal. I'm really tired, you guys. I'm not getting enough sleep. It's her fault. There's Katie Purry, my white Maine Coon cat kitten, who apparently doesn't need sleep. 2:45, she was up this morning. I tried to get her to fall back asleep and waved the white flag at 4 and just said, okay, we're going to play. So here she is now. This is the first time she's gone down all day, and she's sort of sleeping. And that's the reason I'm doing this stream now live, because I think I can get away with it. All right. So as soon as the stream is over, I got a laser pointer. I got ribbon. I got a mouse. I got a great bird Lisa gave her. And I'm going to occupy her. I'm going to keep her running ragged until my stream at 5. We'll do the stream at 5. I'll let her crash for an hour. And then I'm going to do the same thing until midnight. And I'm going to see if I can get this cat to sleep tonight, because she's killing me. Here's the deal. I need sleep. I just do. Mr. Mad got me a 3-year-old Cayenne. Cayenne's a great pepper. Underrated. PexPeppers. Garrett says, I fire roasted the habaneros in my chili roaster for that sauce. Dale Cox wants to know, what's your hottest sauce, Garrett? If you guys have any questions, here's the mail, dude. I'm going to get him one of these days. Oh, please don't get up. Please just chill out, cat. If you have a question for either myself or for Garrett, since he's the owner of PexPeppers and he's in the chat, which is wicked cool, capital Q's in front of the question, and I'll make sure I don't miss it. What I'll do is I'll flag the comment, and I'll make sure I address it at some point. Should have had the window shut. That's a very alert kitty right now. She's fired up to look at the mailman. She's 3.2 kilos right now, and she's 4. On the 18th of this month, she turns 5 months. She'll be about 7.5, almost 8 pounds by then. She's getting big. All right, so hottest sauce you make, Garrett? What is it? Red Rage. There we go. That's what he said. Red Rage is the hottest sauce. Thank you, Garrett. Robin tried that Kinder's Creamy Louisiana. It's good. You know what's interesting? All those sauces started out as a small batch that somebody liked. And when you scale up, you have to change how you make things. So the ingredients are different. Look at this. She's just not going to give me a break. How are you? She's a little white werewolf, doesn't she? Lovable, though. Wicked lovable little creature. Have I tried Red Rage? I don't know. I have a bunch of sauce here from Garrett. I think I have it. I haven't reviewed it yet, but I will. We'll also be at Albuquerque. Okay, they're going to be at Albuquerque, Fiery Foods, which is a great show. I was there last year with Tommy and Spanx and Foy, my business partner. We had a great time. It was really a good time. It's a cute kitty, Garrett. She is, but I'll tell you what. Honest to God. Here's the weird thing. The first week and a half I had her, I kind of knew what to expect because there was patterns. Now the patterns are gone. What she did yesterday, she's not doing today. And she's changing so fast now that I can't really plan for it. Anyway, let's get to this sauce. I'm kind of excited about it. Get ready for Blast Off. I have Red Rage here, so you guys will see me review that. With PexPeppers to the moon hot sauce, you will be launched out of this world. We combine the sizzling Caribbean red habanero with smoked ghost pepper, garlic, lime juice, and red onion to create a hot sauce that can be used for anything. But man, wait till when I give you the ingredients, you're going to say, God, does that sound good for Italian stuff? Wait till you hear this. To the moon has the perfect amount of smoky flavor to accent almost any food. Use sparingly, or you'll shoot to the moon. Please refrigerate after opening. Do you really refrigerate after opening? Man, I've never done that. Unless it's a straight fruit-based sauce, I don't refrigerate. But listen to the ingredients. You ready? Red habaneros, vinegar, garlic, red onion, lime juice, smoked ghost pepper, and salt. And once again, I forgot to plug my mic in. All right, listen, I'm going to plug my mic in. I need somebody be on the ball and give me a 5x5. This may work. It may not. I'm a knucklehead. Okay, it's in there. So let me know if you can hear me. Zach, good to see you. Thanks for being here. CD Who, PexPeppers has always been fantastic. They make great sauces. All right, let's see if I can, if you guys can hear me. Perfect. Thank you. All right. So CD Woo says, Peck sauces have always been fantastic. I've loved every one of them I've ever tried. Garrett's got a wonderfully creative mind there. We'll keep while keeping the flavor of the pepper forward. You know what else he does? He's got a great signature. I talk about that. I have had sauces from companies where there's no discernible signature, meaning there's something that sort of weaves in and out of all their sauces, even though there may be varying flavor, different flavor profiles. You can taste it and go, this is one of his sauces. You know what I mean? It's like an author who writes. You can hear an author's voice. You don't even necessarily need to know who wrote it. You can kind of get it. It's like that. I can hear the cat fart now. Probably my chair. Rufus, good to see you. Benny B, good to see you. 10-4. Grey Goose, thanks for being here. Charlie and Mary Mullins, my friends. All right, let's get into this. I think this is going to be amazing on Italian. I'm fond of hot sauce that you can put on Italian food. I dig that. Noah Wright, good to see you. The way I describe it says, hang on a minute here. This is from the creator. Garrett made this sauce. The way I describe it is the peppers are the canvas and the ingredients are the paint. I dig that. How would you do it with music? Like would the peppers be the bass line? Would the peppers be the drums? Or the lead guitar? How would that work? Anybody have an idea? How would you see that? It's interesting to think about, right? All right, so oh wow. Mike Chili Eskimo Stoltz. Wow, does this smell lovely? The garlic is the garlic is spectacular. It's soft. It doesn't attack you. Have you ever had sometimes you have garlic in a sauce and it's overwhelming. This is so nice. Oh, here we go. No way. My sister-in-law is here. Reese. Good to see you, Reese. And hello, Robert. If you haven't subscribed to Reese or my brother Tommy, oh, I got to give you a Tommy update. I'll do it as soon as I taste this. Drums for sure. Peppers are the beat. Guitars are the burn. Singing is the flavor. I love that, Garrett. Well said. Very well said. Windmill Willie, good to see you. Oh, does this smell good? The garlic is and the peppers are what you're smelling, but okay, smell-o-vision check. All right, so listen, guys, if you have Joaquin, good to see you. If you have smell-o-vision, please kick it on. Now, there's 3 versions of smell-o-vision. Believe it or not, on laptop, smell-o-vision 2.0 works better than the 3.0. On a cell phone, the 3.0 works better than the 2.0. But smell that. Beautiful garlic. Very, very light vinegar, but what you're really getting is the garlic and the peppers, right? Oh, it's lovely. All right. See that? Tag got it. Fire roasted. And here's the pour. Come on, it's making me wait. Here we go. All right. And the spoon is made from bison horn. It's a gift from Brock Bandy. Smells so good. All right, guys. PexPeppers to the moon. Comment there. All righty. Here we go. Wow, it smells good. Here we go. Wow. Great texture. I don't mind a pureed sauce, but when there's pepper, there's seeds and stuff, it tells me there's a pepper in there. The garlic is the lead player. It's beautiful. Now, what happens when you have multiple peppers like garlic and the ghost pepper and the habanero? You can't. It's not like you're saying, "Oh, I'm getting the flavor of the habanero, but I'm getting the heat of the ghost." They just kind of combined. So what happens is you have this great pepper flavor, but it's from the 2 of them. But the heat, it's hotter than that. It's hotter than the ghost pepper is the heat. A little bit of lime in there. The smokiness is perfect. It's not over. Have you guys ever had the onions too? Have you guys ever had smokiness like sauce that has like artificial smoke and it's too much? You guys know what I'm talking about? It happens sometimes. This is not like that at all. Perfect amount of smokiness. I was spot on. Roberta, good to see you. This would be so good on spaghetti, lasagna, pizza, not just on top as a topping, but if you were making pizza at home, put this as the base instead of pizza sauce. Use this with all your stuff on top of it. Forget about it. Let's talk about the heat. If you're not a chili, let's say you're watching this and you've never ever dabbled in hot stuff at all. Oh, is that lovely? You can never eat anything hot, then this is going to be pretty hot for you. It's really weird to kind of give a chili rating for a non-chili head. You know what I mean? Because sometimes the lightest thing can be super hot for it. If you're a chili head, this is your get down. This is what you like to do is eat hot stuff. This is going to be like a 4 or 5 maybe. Absolutely lovely though. Delish. Here we go. CD Woo. Mixing the ground beef for a meatloaf as well. Wow. Wouldn't that be good? That requires cooking. I don't cook. I'm not much of a cook. Really not. Smoky hot sauce on grilled shrimp. 10/10. Yep, I would agree with that. All right, so let's give you real quickly. Thank you guys for all of you. If you have tried PexPeppers, you got to try it. Garrett's he's a good sauce maker. It's no joke. When I first met him, I thought he was a lot older than he was. I was like, how did you get it? He's very, very good at what he does. He's a young man. I've known for a long time too, it seems. But if you've never tried it, this try it. This is a great sauce. He has. Do me a favor, Garrett. If you can, give us you have something for everybody, right? You got something for the brand new chili head. You got something for the lunatic, right? I think you do. Why don't you go ahead and post that in the comments so people can see it? Let me tell you, he's smoking rabbit and chicken and ribs tonight. Wow, rabbit's amazing. Sorry, I love it. All right, so let me give you an update on Tommy. He's worse today than he was yesterday. I had a feeling that was going to happen, though. For people that don't know, Tom, we have I still have the pictures here. Let me show you what happened. We have a palm tree in our backyard. Okay, we have some company coming. We're like, let's fix this place up, make it look a little better. So this is the palm tree. All right, it's pretty tall. That wall is about 5 feet. Okay, so it's a pretty tall palm tree, and some of the upper, there's only leaves at the top. At the very top, there were some that were the branches that were dead. We were trying to cut them down. So we had that ladder. All right. Now, obviously, that ladder is not going to come close to getting the upper branches. You can see how that wouldn't even come close. So what Tommy did was he climbed the ladder, and the top, he's 6'2". So if you look at the rung right by his head level, that's 6 feet. That's what he was standing on. He was not standing on the very, very top. He was standing on the step below that. And even then, he still was nowhere even close to reaching the palm tree leaves. So we have this long pole with it's crazy. We have a long pole with this chainsaw, the electric chainsaw on the end of it. And, it's only electric, but it would still be a horrible thing if you fell with it. What did he do? He fell with it. He fell. And, it was brutal. It was a good drop. He's not a kid anymore. He's 54 years old. He didn't break anything, just soft tissue damage. He sprained his ankle. He's hurting it. He's hurting it. I checked with him this morning. I'm like, all right, give me the update. And he was hurting in places today. He didn't think he had hurt. So there's a few. So I think I was hoping today would be the worst of it. He's hoping for the same thing. He was very, very fortunate. He's in good shape. He was an athlete. He fell a lot. He was hit a lot, hurt a lot. He did, a grip of time in prison. Knows how to fall down. From skiing and football and everything else. So he took it pretty well. I mean, I think that if you, and I'm being really serious, if you had 100 people, 100 men that were 54 years old, and you stuck them on there and with a pole and they fell off that. Hi, Kristen, Melinda. I'd be willing to bet you 50 of them at least are going, maybe even more, like 75 would probably end up in an ER, or not ER, excuse me, like an urgent care or something like that. And it might kill somebody. If you land on your dome piece, you'd be done. But he chucked the chainsaw and went down. And it was, it's funny, Kristen, now that Kristen Melinda's here, she just got here. David, good to see you from Italy. Thank you for being here. Chris and Melinda, we were joking in a live stream, like either the day of or the day before. Remember that? Where I said it's a joke about how you can tell if you're old. I fall down in front of your friends. They run up real. If they giggle at you, you got nothing to worry about. You got time. You're young. But if they run up in a hurry and like, my God, are you okay? Then you're probably old. And it was wicked serious. There was no giggling. There was no humor. There was nothing humorous about it. Not even like. Almost funny now. We've had a couple of moments where we sort of have laughed about it a little bit, but if he was 17 and that happened, or let's say it happened when he was 24, he'd have fallen down. He would have laughed about it. Within a minute or two, he would have brushed himself off and gotten back up and finished the job. If he was 33, it would have taken him. He maybe wouldn't have finished the job. He might have, but it would have taken him an hour to get back up on it. If he was 43, he wouldn't have finished the job, and he'd be sore for a couple of days. Or 44, but he's 54. If it happened when he was 64, first of all, somebody should beat the bark off him for getting up there if he's 64. He shouldn't have been doing it at 54. We didn't draw straws. I wasn't going to do that. I didn't even know it was in his head. When I saw him, he was like, "Help me!" I'm like, "Okay." So we walked out there, we started doing it. And I'm a dummy. You know what he said? He goes, I blame you. I said, why? He goes, you let me. He goes, all the dumb crap we've done in our lives. How many times I've said, this is pretty sketchy. I don't think you should do that. Or he said that to me, like, probably not a good idea. And I've listened to him sometimes, and he's listened to me, and I just let him do it. It was a bummer. But all things considered, God protected him, man. It was a bummer. Dale Cox says, Johnny, I'm lucky my friend really hooked me up with this huge warthog plant. It's flowering like it's summertime. It's a beautiful thing to hear. I potentially have pods on the way. It's really funny. Somebody left a comment today, said, man, is this just a cat channel now? I'm like, no, it's the off season. Happens every year. Just that there's a lot more cat videos now. So, but I can see that. My dad is stubborn like that in his 70s, and I have to. My pad now. There you go. And I have to yell at him to not get up on ladders. Well, ladders are just a bad deal. You know, it's funny. Here's what happens. Sure, it happens with everybody. It doesn't matter the gender or the it happens to everybody. But as we get older, you start. The mind is willing, right? The mind hasn't aged like the body has, and you got to do something that you could do, and all of a sudden you can't do it. You know what I mean? I remember the first time I remembered. This is when it occurred to me that wow, I'm getting older. I had just married my kid's mom. we didn't have any kids yet, and we started. We got rollerblades. We started going to the park every day and just rollerblading. It's a really cool park. It was actually a little sloping section, which was fun. We do like 4 or 5 laps each, and she chased me and I chased her. It was fun. We had a good time doing it, and so we started rollerblading everywhere. And we were out somewhere one day. We saw this hill. We're like, we got to remember where this is. This would be a great place to rollerblade. So we went out there, and I parked the car, and we got out and started rollerblading. I was down this hill. It didn't look like a steep hill into the car. You know what I mean? It looked pretty, it was pretty doable. But when I started going, I was like, all right, real quickly. I don't know if you guys have been here, but I started going really fast. And usually, like I've done a lot of board sports, like surfing, skateboarding. I'm sideways. I'm way more comfortable sideways. I'm going forward like really fast. And I don't have any poles in my hand, like skiing. I don't have any pads on. I didn't have a helmet on, no knee pads, nothing. Oh my God, it was so stupid. Anyway, I got going fast, and I remember thinking, I need to bail now, or I can bail and just slide and grind it and lose some skin, or I can try to ride this thing out. And I was like, okay, I'm going to ride it out. And I started going really fast, and the hill started to slope. I could see the bottom of the hill where it just kind of started to slope up, and I wasn't going to make it. I was going too fast. So I went over the bank, and I tried to ride it out, and there was a little sapling about that big around. It didn't even, I mean, it was little. I hit it, and it spun me around. I was flying. I bet I was going 20 miles an hour, which probably doesn't sound really fast, but it felt like I was flying. I may have been going a little faster, but I clipped that thing, and it knocked me, and it just knocked me silly. And I went to hop up, and there was no hopping at all. By the time I kind of gathered myself, my kid's mom was there. She was like, wow, are you all right? And I was hurt. I mean, it really hurt me. It took me 5 minutes to get to my feet. And I was like, there was a day, and not a whole lot earlier, where I would have just jumped up and laughed at that. I had gone up and taken that hill a little differently, and but it was bad. So I got the next day, I woke up, and I felt like somebody had beaten the cheese out of me with a bat. I hurt everywhere. I was like, oh my God, I feel like I've been in a car accident. And she laughed at me. She said, you've been in an accident, just didn't have a car. But here's the funny part. I was in the shower, or I was getting ready to take a shower. And I had my clothes off, and I had a bruise down my side from where the sapling got me. The whole way through my body, and where my leg was, the way it got my leg was up like this when it hit me. So if I lifted my leg, it went straight down my leg. If I had my leg down, the bruise went like that. It's hard to explain, but that was when I first realized, like, wow, I'm not, gotta watch what I do. And things like balance, it's scary. So Here we go. We got a question. I didn't see any other questions. But Lisa has a question. What would be a good fruit-based sauce I could try for to work towards? You know what? I got some great ones that you probably like. Sounds really bad, but Blueberry Hell from Hellfire Hot Sauce is a great fruit-based sauce. It's blueberry, obviously. I think it's Reaper. It's a great ice cream sauce. It is. It's it's a little hot. You know what I mean? Not terrifying, and you can work towards that. It's a great sauce. It's a great dessert sauce. I've never had anything but ice cream, brownies. That's it. I might have had it on a cheesecake once, but just brownies and ice cream I have it on, and it's really, really good. Now, here's the thing: when you put hot sauce on ice cream, Lisa, what happens is the dairy, the fat from the dairy, bonds to its receptors on your tongue and sort of blocks them a little bit. So while the milk's in your mouth, it provides a great deal of relief, and it'll offset a lot of the heat, a lot of it. So what happens is you get the flavor, but you don't get as the ice cream melts, it kind of just all blends together, and it's just a party in your mouth. But that's a great one. Aftershock. There we go. Aftershock is not as hot. I would say Blueberry Hell is hotter. Aftershock is a fantastic sauce made by Razorberry Hot Sauce. I forgot the name. My friend Jeff McGinnis has a sauce company called Razorberry Hot Sauce, and they have a sauce called Aftershock, which is apricot. I have a bottle of it. I wonder if I finished it. It's very, very good. He specializes in dessert type sauces, and that's a great one. But I think Blueberry Hell is a little bit hotter. CD Wu says Blueberry Hell can be mixed or cooked with a bit of wine as well to make a great wine sauce go over pork loin. Oh man, I bet, right? Luby, do you have a favorite jalapeno based sauce? No, I really don't. I really don't. I like it's it's one of my favorite peppers. I love green sauces. My dad's favorite sauce was the green Tabasco. So I love jalapeno, but I wouldn't say I have a favorite. And the weird thing, here's the thing about jalapeno sauces I've learned over the years. It's either really good or they're really horrible. I've poured out 2 bottles of sauce since I started this, like in a video. They were both green jalapeno sauces that just, I'll even say it. No, I won't. It sounds bad. I was going to tell you which one I hate, but it sounds bad. I don't want to trash the company. The thing about it is I love every one of their other sauces from this company, but I hate their green jalapeno a lot. Here's Razorberry Hot Sauce if you want to check that out. Lisa, it's very, very good. Look at that. She says it's so good. Lisa, you have to try it. Cheesecake is good too. I bet. Oh, I make it again. I'll send you a bottle of Astral Apricot, super limited batch. Very cool. You know what? I get the super limited stuff. I hate using it. I fall in love with it. I know I'm never going to get another one. I have a bottle of Volcanique from Drew's Chili Company. You guys remember that? Company hasn't been around in a really long time. It's now called Hurtberry Farm, but it used to be Drew's Chili Company. And he made a sauce called Volcanique, which had first sauce I ever had that had black garlic in it. It was just the most amazing sauce. And I have a bottle with this much left. And I just can't bear to use it. It'll probably go bad because I just can't stomach the thought of finishing it off. It's a bummer. Open up that Taco Fuego. I bet it'll become your favorite, says PexPeppers. It's right there, actually. We'll do that next time. Nicholas Wood, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Neil's, you know what? Here's what I've had from Neil. My experience with Neil is, first of all, he is a absolutely massive influence on me. If you guys don't know who he's talking about, Garrett is talking about Neil Smith from the Hippie Seed Company down under in Australia. He's just a wonderful human being, a really terrific guy. He's kind. He is. Listen, they call him the Podfather. He is the Godfather. He is a grower. He has forgotten more about growing than most growers are ever going to know. And he's just the kindest guy. And I went to Australia, and it was great. We went to his home, and it was he and Charlotte, his wife. We went to his house and hung out, and this was before I got sober, so I was still drinking. But just to give you an idea of what kind of guy he is, we got there, and he's like, I mean, he knew I was. He's a wonderful person, but he's like, "Do you drink, Johnny?" He goes, "Do you like a home beer, like craft beer?" I said, "Yeah, of course, I love it." He goes, "Would you like one?" I said, "Yeah, I love one." So he has makes his own craft beer. I said, "Great, you gonna have one with me?" He goes, "Well, I don't drink." I said, "You don't drink, but you brew beer?" He goes, "Yeah, my guests will like it." "Aren't you glad you have one?" I said, "I am. That's just amazing." So then he says to me, he made chicken shish kebab, amazing chicken with peppers, and he doesn't eat meat. So he's the perfect host. But we went through his garden. He had over 550 varieties in his garden, right? And the way his garden is structured, it's like this. And here were the mild ones, and here were the scary ones. And we were going through, and he's like, and here was this. I love if you're a chili. Andrew Brown, bro, good to see you. If you're a chili head, one of the great things is trying a pepper you haven't tried before. That's my thing. I love doing that, you know. So we were walking. We started on the mild. He's like, "Have you ever heard of this one, Johnny? Have you had one?" I'm like, "No." He's like, "Try this one." And it was just, this guy's my hero. You know what I mean? He's just like Neil Smith, man. My hands were shaking when I met him. I was nervous, and he's just the most solid guy. And by the time I got to the end of it, I'd probably eaten 20 peppers, and the last 5 were like piping hot. But what a good guy he was. So I've never had any of the. You know what? He may have had a sauce on our dinner that he made, but it wasn't bottled. He's just fantastic. What a good guy he is, you know. He gave you the inspiration to start in 2010. Very, very cool. I was watching him. This is no joke. I was watching Neil 3 years before I started Chase the Heat. You know, it's just amazing. Let's go beyond, right? He's a trip. He really is. It is, and Charlotte's just fantastic. He was the host with the most, though. He was fantastic. And the crazy thing is, he made a post on Facebook a while back. I'm not on Facebook at all anymore. I don't even have the app on my phone. It's like no idea what's going on Facebook, but I used to be on it, obviously. And he posted a picture in his office. I got a great picture of me and him when we were in his house, and he has that framed in his office above his desk. And you gotta know, like for me, way before I ever started chasing, I knew who he was. And every time he made a video, I was like, I've seen every video he's done 5 times. You know what I mean? So when I saw that picture of me and him on his wall, it's just like, nah, this isn't really happening. Can't be happening. You know what? You want to talk about great raspberry hot sauces are so good. The first one we ever did, the first sauce that Jeff McGinnis from Razorberry and I ever did was called Razorberry, and it was a raspberry dessert sauce. It was raspberry Reaper. I can't remember everything that was in it, but boy, it was delicious. It had the most amazing, silky, incredible mouthfeel. It was just we went to it was the weekend I met you, Andrew. It was the weekend we had that. It was the weekend I met you in New York all those years ago. We sold out honest to God, we sold out in like 2 hours. It was gone. And we didn't think we were going to sell out at all. I think that was the year I met you, maybe in the year after. I'm not really sure. All right. So, guys, we're going to wrap up tonight. Okay. Please, by the way, please check out Garrett's his website. He really does make great sauces. And if you try multiple sauces, like if you get like 4 or 5 of them, you'll see that he's got a signature that's fantastic. He's a great, and I don't know, maybe if you can identify a signature, you're on the way up to really, appreciating sauces. But he's a great sauce maker. So reach out, tell him I sent you. It won't give you a discount, but just tell him I sent you. Garrett's a good guy. And thank you, Chris and Melinda. So tonight, don't forget, tonight we got Silver Surfer. In fact, let's see here. I actually don't need to put the link up. You know who the Silver Surfer is. Tracy. He'll be on tonight at 5:05 tomorrow we have a live stream where we're doing 1 hot minute. So if you've never been a part of 1 hot minute, my God, you've got to. Garrett says, also, I have one of everything bundle to try. That's awesome. You know what? Golly, do the one of everything bundle. You'll have something for hot stuff, something for dessert. You'll have something for everything. You'll have something that goes really, really mild to really, really hot, and you'll have a really great chance of identifying and really appreciating that signature he's got because it's terrific. CD Woo, thank you for being here, man. I really appreciate it. So listen, everybody that was here that spent a few minutes with me, thank you. Do you think I should be doing live reviews more often? They're always just in the bag. You know, they're just canned videos that I record. Do you think I should be doing live ones? $120 for 15 sauces and 3 seasonings. That's a steal. 15. Listen, they're usually $10 a bottle. You can pretty much count most sauces $10 a bottle. So you're basically the sauces are inexpensive, and you're getting 3 seasonings on top of that. No, I don't pay attention, Noah, to what people say about me. There's a lot of people that hate me. I don't ever watch them. I don't ever give them attention. When you watch them, you promote them, whether you realize you're doing it or not. You push them in the algorithm. So I don't ever watch them. Here's the thing, and I'm not mad at them. There's the difference between a hater or a troll and a content creator is content creators create content. There are over 7,100 videos here, and we're closing on 30 million views. I make content, and the people who can't make content end up failing. And then what they do is they talk about people who can make content. So they're just trying to make they're doing what they do. So I don't pay attention to them. I don't listen to them. I pray for them. How about that? Elizabeth Grundy. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. I hope you have a fantastic day as well. Look at that. Fowler says, I will never say no to live Scoville content. Well, you know what? Tommy and I have been talking. We've been talking. Got some really cool plans. SJ says, exactly. She agrees with me. And the funny thing is, Kristen says, if you've seen one of those, you've kind of seen them all, right? Here's what it is. Noah says that those that hate are often just envious of those that have made it and what they wish they could have. Here's the truth of it. It isn't so much just that. It's that they hate what they see. They hate in me what's missing in them. Perceived joy, perceived success, silly. That is why I pray for them. Isn't that crazy? That's what I do. Grey Goose, you're awesome. But I appreciate you guys for all being here. Thank you. Tell somebody you love them. You guys want to see my demon cat one more time? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to wake her up right now. Don't be mad at me. I'm doing it for a reason. I've got to keep her up during the entire day. So right now, I'm going to wake her up. All right. And you're going to hear her meow because she has the cutest little I just woke up meow. It's adorable. All right. Peanut. We're getting up. Katie Purry. Katie. You ready to go play? Huh? You ready to go play? See, she's not cooperating. There are times where if the door opens up or you turn a light on or you go and clear your throat, wakes up. Now she's not going to wake up. She is protesting. This is how she protests. This is what I was trying to do at 2:45 this morning. And she's like, not having it. I know she's getting huge. Oh, look at that. All right, you guys. I'm Johnny Scoville. Please check out PexPeppers. This is Katie Purry. And this was Chase the Eat. Ready to go play?